Something that I really liked about Eau Claire is the finance program. I've heard a lot about it from my brother because he went to Eau Claire and he has a roommate who was in finance who had a lot of experience. So I became specifically because of that. And I also really like the Eau Claire as a city and very much as an area. I think Eau Claire is very community focused. I was surprised about the depth of stuff around equity investments in finance. Like the Student Managed Investment Fund, where you got a chance at managing over $500,000 of actual physical stocks and bonds, which is something that's kind of run through the foundation. So that's a very premier thing that our university has that not every university does have. Picked up accounting actually for my last semester here because I was told I would only take an extra semester. But I thought I got a lot out of that, and a lot of professors that encouraged me into internships, which is how I had an internship over the summer at Baker Tilly. I think the faculty in the College of Business especially care. They care a lot about getting students into programs where they get actual real hands-on world experience. So they all encourage you to kind of just go beyond classroom learning, which I think is something that's really important. Really interestingly, I got pushed into it by another good friend of mine, Ben Johnson, back in the day. He pushed me to be his intern. As the finance director, I was a finance intern. We dealt with all the segregated fees at Eau Claire. And then he eventually pushed me to become his job, which was the director. So you hold commission meetings to allocate fees. You have meetings with all of the department leaders that do things through segregated fees, whether it's counseling or athletics. And it's really cool because you get to talk about not just what's going on at Eau Claire, but also the future and what their projects are and how you can kind of help them accomplish that. So, I think it gave me real world experiences to kind of talk about when it came to interviews. When I interviewed for Baker Tilly as an intern, I talked a lot about the director role because I actually had some auditing experience prior to that for the audit role. So I was able to talk about those things that I did in Student Senate, as well as they asked me questions about conflict resolution, and I was able to quickly be well, this is something that I did on Student Senate and this is how it applies. I think UW-Eau Claire is a university that keeps bettering itself. Once it sets a bar, it raises it next year and then it keeps going.